It's your boy DeMarco Just Mike. Welcome back to DeMarco Just Mike podcast. Coming to you live for episode 2. In this episode, I have brothers and friends of mine. Their names are Flintstone Savage. You might have seen him in episode 1. Talking about him and his music career. He got cut because another artist that works along with Flint. So eventually he'll get his own podcast. Just got to work out the time for that. And my man's Eli, another one of my brothers. So this episode we're gonna get into a little bit about why I started this podcast, like what made me want to do a better job of mentoring the young black teens in my community or any community that where I live at. Because once I start living somewhere, I take whatever teenagers that are in my wing if they feel like they need guidance or if they feel like they can learn something from me. I'm willing to give them the information that I have or set them up with somebody that can give them that information. But he really takes after me. So like anything that I do, he want to do. It don't matter what it is. Like, I ran track. He called me his first day of high school. Hey, what event you did in high school? I'm like, for what? He's like, track. I was like, I did high jump and a long jump. And they called me like 2 days later. It's like, all right, high jump, that's too hard. But I'm gonna do long jump. And this nigga was like, what's your PR? I was like, you can Google it and find it. He was like, I found it. Give me some time. This nigga go to a couple junior Olympics. I paid to go, whatever. He beats my record. He's like, all right. So now he changed his mindset to being the best, right? So then my brother, from his sophomore year of high school to his senior year of high school, he owned my entire, like, the city school district and the adjoining school districts. Like, he owned the long jump school record, and nobody could beat him. Like, he did that shit for like three years straight. So then I had his friends, because it was crazy, because like his friends would be like, yo, like, what's your brother telling you? Like, can he help us too? And so I'm sitting on the gate coaching him, and they like, hey, you got advice for me? Can you give me some advice? Or, hey man, like, and they ask me life questions, like, you know what I'm saying, my mom and my dad is, I ain't got my dad, but my mom's on drugs, like, can you help me? And I'm like trying to figure out shit in different ways to help them. And now it's like, fuck, man, like, I remember when I was a kid, not really knowing who my dad was, but I just knowing he was in the military. But like, he wasn't really there when I was a kid growing up. So it's like, how can I help kids and answer questions that I wish I would have known? Like, I wish I knew what a Roth or a traditional IRA was. Mm-hmm. You know how much money I could have had saved right now? Yeah. What? Or just even simpler, how to save money. Nobody really knows how to save money. I never asked that question. My mom don't know how to save money. Maybe she does, but I don't fucking know if she knows because I ain't never asked her. Yeah. Like, fucking 6.5 years, 7 years into the military, and then I got this fucking white man, and he's like, oh, I got a fucking $1 million in my fucking savings account because my parents taught me how to save when I was fucking 16, 15 years old. So that's what we're here for. We're here to try to help these kids learn how to save money, how to manage money, how to live better, how to have financial growth for themselves, and how to eventually build generational wealth. Because at the end of the day, if you spend the rest of your life living check to check,
yeah, that shit bad. Like, it's kind of like, and I agree with what you're saying, and it's like when you growing up, like, I don't know, like, I'm only speaking for myself because I don't know everybody's story.
Yeah,
but like, when you grow up, you ain't had no bread like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't had no bread. So like me, as soon as I joined the military, I started getting bread. You know, even though I had my first job and all that, it wasn't that. It was like $600 a week or whatever. You know, it was still good and all that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, as soon as I got to the military, I started getting bands like every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't never had that, so I started going
crazy,
like, stupid with my money, and that's where like. And that's where I'm in a situation where I am today, where I'm still like low key paying back shit. Now it's getting all good now, you know what I'm saying? But like,
you wish you had it figured out beforehand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people need to teach like us, you know what I'm saying? That's what this podcast is for. Like, teaching the younger generation, like, hey, as soon as you get the money, don't go buy no designer, don't go buy no shoes, don't go buy no like expensive ass car, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, build your bread up. Get your credit up, all that. And then once you like are comfortable in life, you know what I'm saying? If you can afford all that, go ahead, bro. But like, as far as like you splurging all that money now and trying to figure out what you finna like eat next, or like what you about to like, how you gonna fix your
Shit's
whip,
crazy.
or like, you know what I'm saying, how to live next. But you
What?
living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Paycheck
like,
to paycheck.
that's
Crazy.
tough. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like,
no,
go ahead.
The biggest person, man, I recommend everybody. We watch all his movies, we listen to his music, we watch all his shows. 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying. I watched that movie. I seen him. I know everybody probably seen this scene when the one dude wouldn't take the change from the crackhead, but 50 Cent took the change. So I implied that, you know, I made that a life thing for myself. So what I did, whenever I got paid, I bought a safe, right? Yeah. I bought a safe. And I want you to understand something. Once you put more than $10,000 in your bank account, the bank will tax you for it. So what I did was I bought a safe. Every time I got paid, I would leave myself 100 or 200. I pay all my bills. I leave myself $200 in my bank account. The rest of the money I would take out. I would take 70% of the money I take out into $100 bills, and I put it in my safe and leave it. The rest of the money that I might have to spend, I would take with it in $50, right? Mm-hmm. So what I used to do is leave my debit card at home, leave my whole wallet at home, and I used to carry two $50 bills with me wherever I went. And whatever I break, I cannot spend. So the only thing I could ever spend was the $50. So anything, if I bought 2 bags of chips that were $2.50, that $47.50 goes in my safe to build up to make it to another $100. So I had that mindset to never spend a quarter, a dime, a penny, a dollar bill, a $5 bill, and so on until a $50 bill. The only thing I could ever break was a $50 bill. So once I did that, the first 3 months I made $10,000 because I didn't spend money. All my money was going in my safe. So once I emptied my safe, I made a direct deposit into my savings account. Every month and a half, I was putting in $7,000 in my savings account, and I could not touch it because I always left my credit card and debit card at home because it's so easy to swipe what you got. But if I want something that costs $400 and I just want it, not need it, and I got my debit card and my credit card, I'm gonna swipe it and say, you know, I can pay $200 on my debit card and $200 on my credit card. I'll pay this shit off next week. Ain't no problem. But if I only got $50 in my pocket, it's like, well, shit, I'm not gonna drive all the way home. Gas high too. I'm not driving all the way home to deal with that. So yeah, so
gas
drinking premium, man. What? You think I'm about to drive home from the mall to buy 2 pair of shoes for $300?
Well, hell no.
By the time I get home, I'll be like, man, you know what? Fuck it. So you know, if you got a pattern, if you got a way to save money, stick true to it. Like Miles, you ask Miles. I did this shit. I ran it up, bro. I'm talking about. I was cashing in jars of quarters, dimes, and pennies every month, bro. Leaving out with $300-$400. So it was like I put my mind to it. Once you put your mind to it, man, it ain't nobody gonna take it away from you. If you strong minded like myself, you know. So it's a million ways you can save money.
But it's crazy how, because a lot of people look at us, and by us I mean the young black men, young black people, period. So it's individual that me and you work with. You know, I was talking to him, his skin not the same color as ours. He's like, oh well, how come y'all didn't just ask how to do this stuff and stuff like that? Or
because you don't know to ask the question.
And I'm like, you got to understand, bro. 90% of where we all grew up at, we not getting taught how to live because we getting taught how to survive. There's so much stuff that can kill us out here. Whether it's your own man, our own black people, the cops, drugs, all type of stuff. So I had to explain to him like you not getting it, bro. You didn't grow up like how we grew up. Everybody don't understand. Yeah, we were taught how to survive. Everything that came down from us, like anything from my mama, my older brothers, all stuff like that. They always teaching me stuff. Hey, don't do this when you go in the store type stuff, or you get pulled over. Don't be making those sudden movements. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the individual that I'm talking about, he didn't have that talk with his pops, and he actually had a pops. You know what I'm saying?
So like, you had to basically. What I'm getting from this is like from everybody in general is that like everybody was basically kind of forced to grow up younger and how to figure out on your own basically how to save money, how to invest, how to be smart, how to be financially okay. Because honestly, everything that you want in life, that's just not cheap. Like,
It's
like everybody see
easy
the
to
Jordans, right? Like, yeah, I got some Jordans, right? But the difference is, I bought these bitches dead stock. I walked into a store, and these motherfuckers was $120.
Well, you bought them a long time ago.
I did too.
That's what I mean.
I also sucking, yeah. But the thing, I take care of my shoes, and I wear them occasionally. I only, you know what I'm saying? I wear slides and Vans and fucking whatever the fuck. But I bought these bitches for $120. But that's only because I start understanding why the fuck do I need to wear $200 pair of shoes? But in the crazy part about it is when you bought the shoes, it was $150, and now the resale is $2,000, and you're not selling it. You want to keep it and wear it occasionally.
What's the purpose?
What's the purpose? Because now I don't understand what you're wearing it or bought it for. Because if you bought it to resell it, sell it. If you bought it to wear for a social hype, I mean, that's fine. If you just bought it to be like, yeah, I bought these shoes and they're going to be worth this much money, that's fine and all. But if you know you can't afford it, if you know you can't buy 3 pairs of those shoes, why would you buy 1 pair of those shoes? When I bought these shoes, I had about $7,000 in my checking account. That's why I bought these shoes. It's because I was like, shit, I could buy these shoes, I could buy this grill, I could buy this watch, and I bought it because I knew I could buy more than one of them. So I bought it like that. That's the only reason I bought these shoes.
And I feel like,
and besides that, all I wear was Vans. I was like, should I wear Vans? I go to Zoomies and shop. I buy one, get one free pants because fucking man's pants is $75.
And military discount.
And military discount don't hurt.
What's that thing? I think I forgot who said it, bro. But I think it was Jay-Z, if I'm not mistaken. But he said, and I think you said it too. But he said, like, if you can't buy it more than 3 times, right?
Yeah.
If you can't, then you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
You really
can't.
can't.
And that's really true. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I live by the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like something that, like, motherfuckers got to realize, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go broke trying to look good for the next motherfucker. Because that motherfucker not finna do nothing for you.
And he don't care
You know
about
what I'm
you
saying?
at all.
Like,
and
you
what
can
I
look
was
fresh
about
all
to
you
say
want.
is it's a lot of stuff. For instance, Jordan is made to target the black community, bro. You gotta think about the main people who buy Jordan,
Especially
what's crazy?
Chicago
People
motherfuckers.
who wear Jordan.
I'm gonna put you on game. I'm gonna put you. I don't know how much I watched a lot of
Yeah.
podcasts, watching interviews, right? You know that Jordan, when he came up with these shoes and the prices for these shoes, you know what he said? I didn't make Jordans for black people to buy. I don't know if anybody y'all seen that video. He had an interview and he said, I did not make Jordans for black people to buy because he knew how expensive they were going to be.
Hey,
Now Shaq, on the other hand, Shaq
did what he was supposed to.
Shaq said, I know what it's like to grow up poor.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to have a parent that ain't got shit. He said it's fuck part. Like, yes, he did have his partnership with Reebok where he got his where he got the little Shaq shits, right? So he still got it, but it's different. Like, it didn't charge the same.
Yeah,
so then he goes and Shaq says, you know what? I'm gonna call Walmart. Shaq, first of all, also Shaq loves Walmart. Mind you, a lot of men love Walmart too, because I hate Target.
Hey, keep going, bro.
So Shaq said, you know what? I'm gonna call Walmart. Walmart makes shit affordable, makes it cheap for everybody to buy. Mm-hmm. He said, shit, I can get Walmart. They'll sell the shoes for $25. So now technically every black kid get a chance to have a pair of Shaqs that cost $20, $25. So now you got technically quote unquote NBA signature basketball shoes. Mm-hmm. So now you got that, you got the shoes, and you know what else was in Walmart at the same time? And one. Mm-hmm. And one was also in Walmart. So now you got all this affordable stuff to make the young black kids feel like, oh, I can buy it, I can afford this, I have something designer.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people really fuck with Shaq.
Yeah,
because he really hooked up the black community.
And to go to a lot of people don't know. I dropped out of college, 2012 to 13. I ended up getting picked up by a semi-pro basketball team in Wilmington, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And for my Michael Jordan fans, you know Michael Jordan is from Wilmington, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. He went to Laney High School, so I'm pretty sure if you go to Wilmington, North Carolina doesn't have anything. So for somebody to be such a billionaire, I expect him to put more money into the cities, not just one school, but in all the schools. So they just tell you what kind of leader Michael Jordan is. And when you want to go back on Shaq bought out Reeboks. So if you go to Walmart now, if you go in the jogging areas in the clothing, they got Reeboks with a diamond on it. That's why I buy all my workout pants. That's why I buy all my t-shirts at. That's why I buy all my jackets at. Because why? It's like $9 to $16. I went
Shaq
to
on Reebok now
yes.
altogether.
I went to and you go to Walmart, you got all Reeboks and Walmart,
so,
and it's a different sign than what we used to from the Reebok sign.
Yeah.
The little Reebok sign, it's actually a diamond. And hey, Shaq, if you ever watch this podcast, I'm trying to get sponsored by you. I wear all your jogging outfits. I wear all this to all my competitions. So if you ever get a chance to hear this podcast, please let your boy be sponsored by you, and I won't let you down. So
please, me too. Sponsor the podcast, Shaq.
Yeah.
Hey, Shaq, we fuck with you, big
Walmart all the time. You know, that's why I always say my motto is knowledge is power. The more knowledge you got, the more power you got.
Hey, Shaq, first of all, this motherfucker said he went to goddamn Walmart. He went to a 24-hour Walmart. And like latest fucking night, and blue bands to like furnish his new because he got traded or some shit like that.
And you know it's like
Was it Phoenix? I think it was Phoenix.
It was in Phoenix.
He went to Phoenix and fucking Walmart and so he scanned his card. The fucking credit card company was like, hell no, canceled, like decline, right?
I watched it.
Yeah, he called was like, nah, that's me. This is really.
I got traded to Phoenix.
He was like, I furnished my hat the same day.
Miami. I think he left
I think it was I think that's the Miami when he went to Phoenix.
Was his last team.
Phoenix was his last team.
Yeah, I think it was Cavs. Yeah, because he went to Miami.
He played with LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Or the Celtics. Either one of them.
Damn.
Yeah, Shaq been a lot of
places. He did that, but those was his falling off careers though.
Yeah.
Like, cause mind you, cause Shaq's first of all, his Orlando Magic years, crazy.
What?
Crazy, yeah.
His Laker years,
crazy.
What?
Yo, y'all remember? Y'all remember 2K8?
Flash, but he was still.
But he was, but come on now, D Wade was D Wade then too.
Yeah.
Like even.
Man, let him know. Man.
And but see D Wade, they tried to play D Wade like he wasn't really hitting for real. Man. Like it was like, oh, he had LeBron. I was like, but D Wade was hitting. Like,
you gotta look at the numbers.
D Wade was like Zaza and real runs, not the fake shit niggas be selling on the street.
People don't give credit to people who not flash, because I feel like Wade not really flashy unless he dunking stuff like that. And it's crazy that.
But Wade was giving you 25 in the paint though.
Yeah, but it's crazy that it's like that. But sticking to the basics, it got him a bunch of points, and people that went over a bunch of people's head just because they just seen Curry shoot a three or something.
Yeah.
But you know,
from deep down somewhere.
Well, they diminished. So the shit with D Wade, the disrespect for D Wade is that, they said first he couldn't. He won a ring with Shaq, but he got Shaq. I'm not saying Shaq was out his prime yet. He wasn't out his prime yet, but they said, oh, you only got your ring because you was with Shaq, right? But then they told Shaq, which is crazy. They told Shaq, they was like, you only got your ring because you was with D Wade, which didn't make sense because how? Yeah. And so then D Wade, then Shaq, eventually leaves, and then D Wade gets LeBron. They're like, you only won those rings because you had LeBron and Bosh. But if you look at Bosh's numbers for that extent, it's like, what the fuck was Bosh doing besides getting rebounds? I'm just being honest. It's like, what was you doing besides getting rebounds? Nothing. Like, not a goddamn thing. But Wade was still giving you 23 points a game. It's not like his average dropped.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like, bro, it's a team game. Of course, we all know that.
Oh, and what was his name? Norris Cole? Yeah. Norris Cole was balling.
I feel like even though he overseas balling right now, I still be watching him.
Norris Cole was balling then.
Like, you get that ring, bro. Everybody gonna say something, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And they got Ray Allen. And when they fucking they repeated.
Once you get that ring, bro, you got the ring, you won the championship, bro. Can't nobody really say nothing to you, bro. They can't take that away. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like always crazy to hear people argue about what this person did and what that person did, who had the most help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that shit just lame.
Who cares how much help they needed?
You know what I'm saying? They got the championship. Somebody always gonna say something about it, bro. It's never gonna end.
Like, what's the excuse for the
It's in life. Yeah, it's in life. Everybody, no matter what you do, everybody gonna say something. Mm-hmm. You're not big enough. You're not small enough. But instead of
you can't shoot for real.
Like, instead of understanding, this person took a step that I am not willing to take.
Yeah. So like KD.
No matter what. You can hate on somebody, you can not like the way they did something, but they still did it. Yeah. And the only reason you can hate on it because you scared to do it. It's like snitching. Like some people understand. Like I'm not a snitch, but if I just don't see me putting in a situation to snitch on anybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you got like 6ix9ine. If you look at every reason why he snitched, it makes sense. As a man, as a father, if you turn your back on me, why should I have your back?
It's simple.
Then it's like, Bro,
But
no, I'm not about to do that.
they
So
fuck-
today's people
they
are not
fucked
gonna
his
fuck with
baby
that.
mother.
It's a mindset.
yeah,
It's a
so
mindset.
it's like
I don't care what no niggas
you know what I'm
say.
saying? And it be
They fucked his baby mother and told him, yeah, we fucked your baby mother
And
and we
you
tried to
killed
kill you.
So it's like,
And he
why?
knew the niggas that tried, and then
Yeah.
because you remember,
Yeah.
he said, I don't know who tried to kidnap me. But you in the video, you clearly ain't say like, why are you doing this to me? Your name. And the other dude, your name. Like
So-
you knew the niggas that tried to kidnap you and
Yeah.
they was
he
fucking
ain't
your
no,
baby
he
mother.
not even no street nigga, bro. He had the right to do that shit.
Bro, it don't even matter about that.
It's
No,
not even
fuck
about
though.
that, no.
Fuck though. Because if you
look,
just look at
it, bro. If you look,
you're not
you
doing
see-
that to
you
me,
see
bro.
How the words,
No.
how words are not taken to how people not accountable by their words. Because you see 6ix9ine, right? But
Fuck
then
that.
you see Charleston White. Everybody hate Charleston White, but everything Charleston White is saying is
It's true.
Yeah.
It's just that people in the black community
Don't like
they try
every
to
word.
stand by these laws where in reality, if they could go against it, they would. So it's like, why not want the best for somebody? It's like you just pretty much showing me that you don't give a fuck about nobody but yourself. Like, when are the kids gonna come first?
You
And
know,
if you can't put your kids first, why the fuck are you even talking to me? It's like understanding the situation. If it's no understanding, I cannot talk to you. If you can't understand why I did it, or just say, I do understand, but I'd rather you do this. Like, if you can't come at me like that, then I don't want
There's
to
a need to have this
talk
conversation.
Because even though 6ix9ine did that, how many cases came out of people snitching? Boston Richie, Gunna. Come on.
Well, old boy from Florida. You just got caught
The
up.
Boston Spot him got him. So it's like so many people getting caught for shit, even at a young age. Like the Corvette dude was 12-year-old. He snitched. He was a little kid. He didn't know what the fuck he wanted to be or what he was gonna be.
Yeah.
And you telling me his credit is not reliable because he was 12 years old? Come on, man. What 12-year-old wouldn't snitch if he saw his best friend get killed?
Yeah.
It's before you get in the streets, and then people say, if you snitch, you this, you this, you that. But I bet everybody that's saying that, they have snitched in their life. How many people snitched over pussy? How many people? Come on, man. If you want to be facts, now I'm just my last. If you want to be facts, people talk about snitching on your homie, but if you got a bad bitch I like, and I tell her, man, that nigga be fucking on all the hoes.
Yeah,
everybody they play it, bro, fuck your bitch, man. Nigga, that's snitching. It ain't no limit to it. Ain't no you can't categorize snitching as anything. If you snitch on one thing, you a snitch. Nigga think that by fucking another bitch or doing this and dogging another nigga name in front of bitch to get the pussy, that's supposed to be player. Nigga, that's snitching.
But also, and some people disagree with me on this, but I stand on it, bro. There's also a difference between snitching and telling, or let's say ratting and telling. And people don't understand that.
What's your difference? Because
so if you rat, say me and you go and do a drill together. Me and you, we know what's coming with this, right? We go and rob somebody or something. I get caught, you don't.
Yeah.
And I snitched and told that you was with me. That's ratting. Now telling, if something happened to you, say if I rob you and you go to, but you grew up in the hood, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But and if you go to the police and told them like, hey, Flintstone Savage robbed me.
Yeah.
That's telling. That's not rat.